It's time for the rundown. Tune in as Amelia and Lori share their must-dos in some of their favorite cities, amuse you with their guilty pleasures, share the unsung promo hero of the week, and help decipher all those impossible text acronyms.
Hello, and welcome to episode 9 of The Rundown. I'm Amelia Model, Vice President of Sales for Promo Corner, and with me is a very beautiful and ravishing-looking Lori Bolton, Vice President of Sales for Logo Mark. How you doing, Lori?
I'm good, Amelia. Who says you can't dress up and live in a trailer?
Girl, you gotta be looking good regardless. Your delivery guys see you.
Exactly. I'm good. We are like 14 days out from getting the keys to the house, which is so exciting.
That is very exciting. I might have to, once the world kind of opens up, I'm going to have to make a trip down, I was going to say south, but you're southwest.
Yes, I would love
recording.
Oh my gosh, that would be so fun. There's Whiskey Row here where it like bar doors from back in the day that are still here in town. Like it's part of a bar. That would be fun.
Awesome. That would be really cool.
Well, you don't look like you are in your normal space.
Yeah, in case you can't tell, this is not my office. I wish it was, but it's not. I am in Middleborough, Lakeview area outside of Boston at Promo Corner headquarters. So exciting news. We got a new employee and she's going to be she's a sales coordinator. And so she's here and I'm training her. She lives here locally. So I'm training her this week so that she can hop on board and help me with some stuff and we can take on some new tasks. So yeah, it's been really fun. I got here Sunday, flights delayed, mechanical issues. It was a whole long day. I was so tired. And then Joel and Lori, the owners of Promo Corner, picked me up at the airport. I didn't get to eat dinner because I was literally at the airport all day. So they had gone out ahead of time and brought me dinner and I ate it in the backseat of their car on the drive to their house. And then I'm part of the family now. So I'm staying at more Airbnb and I've just like made myself at home. Their crazy dog likes me and their kids tolerate me. So
I love it. Okay, so I have to go back for a second. Mechanical issues on an airplane. Haven't they had like a year to fix all these planes and like wash them well and like replace everything? That would be my thought.
That's
like I'm hopeful. Yeah.
My flight was so delayed I was going to miss my connection, which I was like, well, that sucks. So reroute me, just book me on a later flight. That was the only flight going out. I don't live in a hub. KCI is not a hub, so they have to reroute me. So my flight from Kansas City to O'Hare had mechanical issues. They were going to reroute me through Houston or Dallas. The plane there had mechanical issues. Like, I guess I'm glad they're not putting me on the plane so then I don't have to circle and, the engine doesn't fall over another house like it did in Denver a while back. But it was a long day.
I'm so sorry. I'm glad you're there, safe and sound. But yes, it makes me wonder, like, again, they should have had plenty of time to just like refurbish and all these aircraft that have been grounded.
For sure. You would.
So fun that you're there with the Moores.
Yeah. So, well, because I'm here in I say greater Boston area, I'm in the suburbs of Boston. So the city that we picked this week to feature, I forced upon you this week, is the Boston area. So they've taken me to a lot of good places. We have lunch brought in and then we've been going out to dinner. But last night, they know I'm a big wine fan, a wine connoisseur.
Yes.
Fancy. We went to this bar in downtown Plymouth where they live, and it was called Uva. We were saying Uva, but it's Uva. Uva is the way it's pronounced. So it's a wine bar, but they have a wall. So they have sections of, it goes like whites and then darks, and they separate it by sweets or whatever. And each category has like 4 bottles of wine in it. And you get a card, like a Dave & Buster's credit card. And you put your card in there and then you press which one you want and how much. Do you want to taste a half a glass or a full glass? You press the button, you put your glass under there. And then it's dangerous because then at the end of the night, you give them your card and they're like, haha, guess how much wine you drank? You're going to pay for it. So that was really fun. They're still really restricted here. So there was only 2 other ladies and then it was me, Joel, and Lori. But it was nice to do something completely different. I've never seen anything like it. Got to taste some French wines because they don't have Californias out here. They had a few, but they had a bunch of other selections that I wouldn't typically get to taste. So what about you? Have you been to Boston area? Do you have a favorite?
So I have, yes, I've been to Boston, but I've only been to Boston.
It's my first time.
So really, I've only been a couple times. So one of the large suppliers in our industry, Geiger, they are in Lawrence, Maine. And in order to get to them, you fly into Boston, and then it's like, I want to say like a 2.5 hour drive. So the drive it's gorgeous, depending on the time of year you go. It's just absolutely fabulous. So the only time I've really been to Boston is when I have flown in and then drove. But I can say it's gorgeous. And the time I was there was actually after the bombing. So there were in the downtown, in that area, there were, what do you call them? Memorials, if you will, set up. But yeah, it's a great, great city.
Okay, so those are our places of the week. And we have the unsung hero. They're not a pilgrim from Plymouth, but we do have an amazing person. And this person was nominated by Roger Burnett, who's a really great guy and has been very nice in giving us good people that nobody would ever know about. So shout out Roger. Thank you so much. So this week's promo person of the week is Paul. So sorry, Paul, I'm going to butcher your name. Paul Zafarin. We're going to go with that. That's your name.
Sounds
now,
good.
Paul. If it wasn't your name, it is now, because that's how I'm going to call. I got Josh Popsicle and I got Paul Zafarin. So Paul is in Dearborn, Michigan, and Roger's up in Michigan too. And so the reason he was nominated is Paul and his team work together with a local charity. It's the Bethany Christian Services. And so they do products for foster kids. So they put together backpacks and essential care items and things to make the kids, have something when they're getting shuffled around, so they're not just throwing their stuff in a trash bag. So they do that. And then they also raised $8,000 last year in cash donations, as well as putting together these backpacks and all these goodies for these foster kids. So shout out, Paul. Way to go. Way to be an amazing human being. And I hope more people, myself, I'm going to point at myself first. I need to be like these unsung heroes and do more of this.
That's amazing.
Philanthropy.
Yes. Paul, if you're listening, please reach out to me. That's near and dear to my heart. As most of you know, my only child is adopted, and I keep saying when I grow up, I need to get out of this trailer first, but it'd be so fun to, it's on my list to foster. So yeah, not necessarily infants, but kids that are a little bit older.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that is on my list to do, and would love to support you in any way I can. So great work. Truly amazing. You are making a difference.
Thank you, Paul. And we will send you a little goodie in the mail. So
yeah,
keep watch out. Okay. Well, I had lots of time to travel. Obviously, I spent an entire day in the airport. And if anyone's ever flown in or out of Kansas City International Airport, it's one of the crappiest airports ever. There's absolutely nothing to do. It's literally being torn down now. They're building a new one. So I think a lot of the airports don't have any like outside restaurants anyways. It's all once you've been to the gate and it's small. So I had nothing to do. So my guilty pleasures were my TV shows that kept me entertained all day yesterday. So my guilty pleasures for this week were two. I watched a docu-series on Billie Eilish. You a fan?
I am a fan.
And I like it really. I can't think of the word.
I haven't figured her out. Like some of they're artists, right? So they are a little, they're that's all I'm gonna say. They're artists. And yeah. She's how old is she?
She's 19 now, I believe. So she started at 13. Her whole family is musical. So her parents taught her how to play the guitar, how to write music. She's just naturally gifted with her voice. her brother's a producer, plays instruments, does a bunch of stuff. So their whole family was just always musical. And when she was 13, I guess she posted a YouTube video of her singing, and that landed her in a contract. She started touring at 16. But the cool thing is, a lot of kids, like we've seen the Biebers of the world, and they just fall apart. It becomes a complete shit show. But her family travels with her. So her mom and dad and her brother is in the band with her. They're always together at the stuff to kind of help keep her grounded and keep her sane. And then if they can't for some reason, they have a group of people that were already kind of in their circle to help take care of her, as opposed to people that maybe don't have her best interests at heart because, it's financial for them versus personal. So she is an interesting character, amazing talent, awesome voice, can write the crap out of songs. So I'm a big fan.
It's amazing. Such young talent, really. I mean,
yeah, I can imagine. And she still lives at home. She's 19.
I love that.
I'm sure she's a multimillionaire, and she lives at home with her parents, and they live in this little tiny house in California.
Oh, I love that. I wish my son would live with me forever.
That's because he's out of the house. I had to fly halfway across the country to get away from my kids for a while, and now I'm staying with the Moores and their family.
Love it.
It's way more fun than staying in a hotel, though. So,
for sure.
What has been your guilty pleasure, Miss Lori? I never know where this is going to go with you. So.
I know.
Lay it on.
I'm still on the puppy. Still looking for the puppy.
Okay.
And the courses for my concealed to carry they're not happening as frequently because of COVID. So I have to wait probably another 30 days to get into, it's actually all women's course, should be fun. So, but what I've been into right now, Robin Wright, so it used to be Robin Wright Penn. And for those of you that remember when she was married to Sean Penn, I love them as a couple. I love them. Yeah, and I've always loved Robin and just her, very classy woman. I've always loved, very gorgeous and like natural beauty.
Age like that, yeah.
I know, yeah. So she's dropped the pen. It's Robin Wright, and she's now a director. And her new film is called Land. So she's not only directing it, she's also starring in it. And she's been in House of Cards. She was Jenny in Forrest Gump, which I loved her in. That was one of the films I worked on at Nike. Wonder Woman, The Princess Bride. So this actually made its debut in Sundance at the end of last year. But she loses, and this is just in a nutshell, she loses her husband and son and decides to go out very remote to try to figure out her life. And she has a near-death experience and is saved, and it's fascinating. So I have not seen the movie. I've just been looking at trailers, and she was on, I want to say it was CBS. She was on one of the morning shows, and they were interviewing her, and I thought, so amazing. So amazing. I think she's a couple years older than I am, and just rocking it. Like, so good.
I saw that interview. I can't remember again if it was 60 Minutes or CBS this morning, but I saw that interview, and they were also showing like while she's producing it and directing it and starring in it, where they're filming is so remote. Like, it's beautiful. It's called Land. But they didn't really think of how hard it would be to film in this completely remote area where there's nothing, and how to like protect from the elements and where to staff all the people that are filming it. And there's a lot involved in that. So very cool. Can't wait to watch.
So it says it's supposed to hit theaters. I will have to check that out. I don't know what theaters, except maybe Texas now, that are open, but it's supposed to be out in theaters, and I'm sure it'll be on, one of our Netflix or something, Amazon soon.
Okay, well, it's not really, I guess it's not a binge, but it was a guilty pleasure, and this is something that I did while I was here, and I'm going to demo it, and so you're going to laugh your ass off. But Lori Moore, my other Lori, she has a weighted hula hoop that she keeps in her office, and so when she can exercise, she does that a little bit. So I got it out the other day. I haven't hula hooped since I was a little kid. So I got it, forgot how to do it. I'm like doing the floss as fast as I can, like looks like I'm having a seizure. And when I'm done, I'm completely out of breath. I'm like, that's so hard. And then her daughter is like, this is how you do it. And she's like, barely moving, like, so I'm going to show you how to correctly hula hoop.
I want to see this.
I have a jacket on. I hope this works. Can you see me okay?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, so
Careful, you've got a lamp behind you.
yeah, the incorrect way is to do this and spin your body as fast as you can. That's not the right way. That will hurt you. The correct way is to just kind of space your legs a little bit and you rock. So you barely move your
Just
body.
rock it?
It's like all in the ankle. Yeah, I have boots on right now, which is making a little.
I love it.
That is what we did yesterday.
So did you get, I mean, did the young ones make it look so easy, don't they? Like they're not even moving and like probably on their phone texting as they're hula hooping.
It was, I have heels on today, which is making the momentum a little harder, but if you have tennis shoes on flat, like you really just like, you don't even move your hips. It's just like a little lean with
Rock.
your legs. Yeah, like a little lunge with your legs. Like it's all in the ankles, which is crazy.
Okay,
When it
so
gets a
then
workout.
I love it. So you, when you get home, you need to get a weighted hoop and try it with your egg weights.
Oh, yeah. Do one of these.
Or like, I don't know. You don't have to get the whole thing. Yeah, maybe you can go like that. I don't know.
Okay.
So fun, Amelia. You've got me now
That was another.
wanting one.
I also, because I'm with a kid, Hallie Moore is Joel and Lori's oldest daughter. She's 21. She's going to school studying marketing and she works in the office part-time and helps with marketing. So I'm like, what's up with the kids these days? So I had her write down some acronyms for you. We don't have to do all of them, but we're going to start there first because then I had her kind of spill the tea on what's cool so you and I can be cool again. So this is a PSA, people. This is, you have to hang out with 20-year-olds to get this information, so pay attention.
So
Okay.
I'm really frustrated because I'm just now learning what was relevant last week and now they've changed it all on me.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay, so there's 4.
Great.
But I'm not going to focus on the first one. We're going to go with the second one. So I had to cover it because she wrote the answers because I didn't know what they were. So F, W, I, W.
Now you usually
So-
give me a little hint like, Lori,
Yeah.
if you were this, I would text you this.
So if I gave you my opinion or if I told you what somebody else said, I might then be like,
That.
yeah. So-and-so said that you shouldn't side part your hair. And then I would be like, FWIW. I don't think you're going to get it, but apparently this is one that she used.
I am adding an initial. I'm saying forever winning in my world.
For what it's worth. So like when you're telling someone
so
your opinion, like
easy.
for what it's worth. Yeah, but that's kind of
You
close.
see
We're
it.
kind of on the same page.
I'm like, when you say it, I'm like, yeah, for what it's worth. Of course, that's what it is, but I don't get it initially. I
Okay.
like mine better. Forever winning.
This is kind of on the same line. So JTM. JTM. And again, if I told you something and you're like, ah, or what the, and I would be like, JTM, JTM,
Just too much?
just the messenger.
Ah!
It's a good one, right?
Really good one.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
going to be mine all the time now. Just the messenger. With an
And-
emoji like this. Just the messenger.
Just the messenger. So this is the last one we'll do. TTKU. TTKU. And she actually went through her phone. I was like,
That's
what's
a
cool?
sake. That's a coconut sake.
She's not drinking psyche. So what you and I are trying to do in this realm of this information, this is what you and I are trying to do. This is the acronym for what we are trying to do when we're learning all this. And trying is the first word. I just kind of said that.
Trying to
Look at me.
know you.
What am I doing?
Find your fingers. Up, up.
Trying to
Up.
trying to keep up.
Oh,
Okay. So
Those are good ones though. So I like those. So I'm
Those
gonna
are.
write.
okay, so part of the other PSA announcement that I've learned since I'm hanging with the kids, living in like full-on teenagers and young people's mode right now. So according to the TikTok, some influencer, the skinny jean is out. So hey, one for me. You can't see. I got just regular old jeans on, no skinny jeans.
Amelia, you just had me buy a pair of skinny jeans that were $200.
Well, they'll be back in style in 10 years. Hold on to them. I told someone, I was like, all my jeans are basically skinny jeans right now because I put on 5 pounds over COVID. So they're all skinny, tight and skinny to me, intertwined. The other thing that's out, the side part. So this is as close as I could get to a middle part because I have this like weird colic thing. So I've been rocking a side part since I was a little girl. My hair just does it. I don't part my hair. I had to force it to like move over a little bit. So that's that. Then I know you use this one. The other thing that is dead is, where'd the mouse go? Oh well.
That's dead?
Don't use it anymore. It means you're not cool. So what emoji do you think this is? What do you think this emoji means?
To me, I think it's like crying so hard.
Yeah, so laughing so hard I'm crying.
Okay, I thought it was more sad. Like, I'm so sad.
No, see, he's laughing. He's like, laughing so hard he's crying. Don't use that. It's dead. What you use instead is literally, I'm dead. So
That is ridiculous.
laughing so hard I'm dead. I'm dying. Yeah.
Do they have
So-
different colored skulls? Can I use like a pink one?
I don't know.
Okay, when we're
Again.
done, I'm gonna look.
If you get this, you're out. You're kicked out of the community. This is what you use when something's funny.
You better watch
And
out on
then-
my young RSMs. Erica, I'm talking to you.
And then this is the new one that I didn't know that is really popular to use right now. It's like if you're excited about something, like you're going to try out a new restaurant and you're like, ooh, yeah, like
Oh my goodness.
she was trying to explain to me when you use it. And she's like, like you're excited. And I was like, you know, like Wile E. Coyote when he was like, "Ayuga." So when you're excited or you're like looking forward to something, this is it when you're looking forward to something.
So could you technically use the skull and the eyeballs in the same text message?
You're looking forward to dying.
Well, no, dying is not supposed to be dying. You're
You're
so hard.
laughing so hard you're dying, and
You're looking forward to something. You're so, yeah, I need to figure this out. I need a book. I need to keep track. So you said TikTok, but who on earth decided this?
Oh, I didn't even see the video. I just heard him talking about it, and I was like, what? So yesterday I had my deep side part, and I had on skinny jeans, and I was like, well, epic failure. So today I was like, I'm not doing any of that.
You forgot to message me. Not that I would have done anything with my side part. So I'm wondering if you and I should do a TikTok and like ban an emoji and come up with our own meaning. See if it picks up.
Yeah. So I have one more. Hey, ladies. We have a live audience, but it's only live for me. They're listening to me. They can see everything I'm doing. So we have one more. I'm going to kind of duck down and they're going to stand behind me in the camera.
There's so many of them.
Guess what? Guess what this one means, Lori?
I love it. If I don't get this one, I think I'm fired. Hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil.
Yay!
Now,
Hey,
wait,
I have to bring in the audience.
do you want to introduce everybody?
Oh, sure. Yeah. For the people that don't know, or even you
Yeah.
might not know everybody. So
No, I don't.
I'm going to point. This is Lori Moore.
I know Lori.
Most everybody probably knows Lori if they know Promo Corner. This is their lovely daughter, Hallie, the one that's schooling me on
Holly, we need to chat offline because I'm very confused.
So we are both losers. So Hallie's going to make us cool again.
See
And
my
this
part?
is Andrea.
Hi, Andrea.
There you go. Yeah. So this is Andrea. She's new this week, so we're doing training and they're listening in to me, and so we had a live audience. I didn't tell you.
Well, enjoy. I get tortured, and this skull thing with these eyeballs, I don't know. I'm gonna have to work on it.
Is there a pink skull? The question was, is there a pink skull? I don't think so.
There
Sorry,
will
no
be.
pink skull.
You watch. There will be. There'll be like the whole rainbow of colors. I predict. Let's see.
Lori's predictions. Lori's got her own inside track.
I talked to an influencer on TikTok. They told me it's coming.
You're crazy. All right. Well, we ran out of time, so you don't get to give me any of these this week.
Oh, shoot.
Right.
Next time. I have mine all ready for you.
Oh, okay. Well, now I'll study up.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. That's going to do it for us this week. Please make sure you comment in the chat below on Facebook. Recommend where you go when you're in Boston. Give us the next unsung hero of the week. And then stay tuned when we talk about Kansas City on the next episode that drops on March 26th.
Awesome. Bye, Amelia.
Bye.
Bye.